Hi, stars. It's your friendly neighborhood music man here with today's daily music challenge. What I'd like to do for you today is actually do a short read aloud of this book called Little Melba and Her Big Trombone. This is a great little story, and you can check it out on Epic Books. You may even be able to find another full read aloud of it on YouTube if you look around there with your parents. I'm just going to read part of the book and then tell you about some other opportunities that you might have to learn how to play an instrument. So let's check out this book called Little Melba and Her Big Trombone. Spread the word. Little Melba Doretta Liston was something special. The year she was born was 1926. The place was Kansas City, where you could reach out and feel the music. The avenues were lined with jazz clubs, street bands, and folks harmonizing on every corner. All the hot music makers made sure they had a gig in KC. From as far back as her memory would go, Melba loved the sounds of music. Blues, jazz, and gospel rhythms danced in her head. The plink of a guitar, the hum of a bass, the thrum thrum of a drum, the ping pang of a piano, the tremble of a sweet horn. Notes stirred and rhythms bubbled all through Melba's home. She couldn't get enough. Music was always on her mind. She daydreamed about beats and lyrics. Music was on Melba's mind at night, too, when she should have been fast asleep. Melba loved to hum along with the radio. Sometimes the music sounded so good she cupped her ear to the majestic and closed her eyes. She especially loved Fats Waller with his low, growly voice and booming piano. The player piano came alive when Melba's kinfolk stopped by. While Melba pedaled, her aunties danced around the room. With all that music flying by, Melba wanted to create her own sounds. When she was 7 years old, she decided to sign up for music class at school. What instrument could I play? Melba wondered. At the traveling music store, Melba eyed a long, funny-looking horn. That one, she cried, it's beautiful. A trombone? Mama Lucille frowned. It's big, and you're a little girl. Please, Melba begged. Mama Lucille bought the shiny trombone on the spot. She couldn't say no to her only child. Melba beamed from ear to ear and squeezed her new friend. That night on the porch, Melba listened to Grandpa John play his guitar. This time she had her own music maker. Grandpa John showed Melba how to cradle the horn. She tried to push out the slide, but her arm was too short. She had to tilt her head sideways and stretch out her right arm. Melba gave the horn a mighty blow. Honk! Hank! It sounded bad, like a howling dog. I'm no good, Grandpa, Melba said, tearing up. If you can blow, you can play, Grandpa John said. Now stand up straight and blow steady. Melba stayed up real late and practiced until she could play a simple tune all by herself. Even with her keen ear, teaching herself to play the trombone was no piece of cake. But Melba kept blowing her horn, getting better day by day. The cool brass of the horn felt swell on her fingers. Before long, Melba and her horn were making magic. She was only 8 when the local radio station invited her to play a solo. Mama Lucille and Grandpa John were so proud as they watched little Melba play her big trombone. Now, that's not the end of the story. I hope you'll take time to go check out the rest of it. But what I wanted to point out to you is that Melba didn't pick up that trombone and automatically sound wonderful at it the first time she tried to play it. She had to practice and practice and practice and persevere and keep going until she sounded the way she wanted to sound on it. So just like learning anything new, learning how to play an instrument takes practice and takes some work before you can get really good at it. Well, I want to give you some resources for how maybe you can start playing an instrument of your own. While we're doing at-home learning, there are lots of businesses that are offering free instrument lessons that you can take advantage of online. On my website, which I'm going to link for you here on the video, there's a list of some of those online free lessons that you can sign up for. Now, they're just introductory lessons just to get you started and just to maybe let you see if you'd like to try an instrument. So maybe if you have a piano or a keyboard in your house, or if you have a guitar sitting around, or a ukulele, or even a recorder that you've got that we've used at school, there's going to be lessons that you can check out. And if you don't find the instrument that you're looking for, get your parents to help you look online to find some free lessons for that instrument that you'd like to play. So, stars, if you decide that you're going to try one of those free online lessons for learning how to play an instrument, let me know. I would love to hear what instrument you decided to try out. Maybe you want to try out more than one since these lessons are free and since they just sort of get you started. But let me know what you decide you want to try to play. And if you start making some beautiful sounds, or maybe even some not so beautiful sounds at first, send me a video. I'd love to hear and see what you're doing. Well, stars, I hope you have a great day. I hope you'll make some beautiful music today, and I look forward to seeing you real soon.